What's up guys, Pippideed here and welcome to episode 63 of my road to Manchester City. We're going to be making a big signing in this episode and you're going to be seeing that at the end or towards the end as you saw from the title of the video. We're starting off by taking a look at our transfer list. We have a lot going on, and by a lot I mean basically the team that we bought and the players we bought for our team as subs for the upcoming weekend league. They went up as expected and we made some money, so I decided to cash out, and what I'm planning on doing is rocking with a cheaper team and then stopping at gold 3 once I get 18 wins and then sell them so I don't lose too much money, because I have a feeling, and it'll probably happen, that these Bundesliga and La Liga players are going to crash on Sunday once you don't need them anymore, because people will be done with the weekend league and you can just use whatever players you want. So there's going to be no need for those players, especially the Bundesliga players. You don't really see them in teams that much in Foot Champions, so I'm expecting them to crash the most. So yeah, that's I think what we're going to do. Like I said, it all depends on when we get on the rewards on Friday, because that's when I'm going to be opening them. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. But yeah, if we get good rewards, I'll play all 40 games. If not, I'm stopping at 18. I just can't be bothered with Foot Champs anymore. It's just doing my head in, especially this week where I have to play with a team that I'm not used to. It's just going to be really annoying. But we'll see about that. We do go ahead and complete marquee matchups, I think, right there, if I'm not mistaken, and one of those was City versus Monaco. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about City versus Monaco. We beat them 5-3. What a game that was. It's just like terrible defending from both sides. But you wouldn't really expect that from Monaco. From City, it's just standard that we can see 3 goals minimum each game. But from Monaco, you wouldn't really expect that. But yeah, we were winning 1-0. They tied it 1-1. Aguero's fouled in the box, but the ref says, nah, that's not a pen. Then they go on to score. Then Falcao misses a penalty. So that could have been 3-1, but it stayed 2-1 because Caballero saved it. However, we tied it, I think, and then they scored again to make it 3-2. It was just so heartbreaking every time we tied it and they just score again. But we brought it back to 3-3. We made it 4-3, and then we made it 5-3. And we won, and I couldn't believe it, because I honestly thought the tie was over once they scored 2 away goals. It's just ridiculous for them. But the fact they scored 3, I'm like, yeah, it's over, man. It's over. There's no way we're coming back from this. But we somehow pulled through with a 2-goal win, and we're heading into France now with a 5-3 on aggregate. So hopefully we can like win or tie to a point where we qualify, because if they beat us and come back or something, I'm just going to be devastated. But yeah, we go ahead and open up the packs. We don't really get anything too spectacular. We do get ourselves a Garay, which is pretty good. Should come in handy in the future because he's 84 rated. But other than that, we didn't really get anything from the packs. As for how much profit we made on the Bundesliga and La Liga players, I did the math. We made over 160,000 coins on those players, which is ridiculous because I didn't expect to make that much. I expected to make money, but not over 160,000 coins. So that's very nice, because we've been losing a lot of money recently. So making a nice chunk of money from those players is very good. I will be buying the team, I think, in the next episode. I will be doing it live after we open up our rewards, because I already have a team in mind that I want to use. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be like 300 to 350, but it's nowhere near as expensive as the team that we were going to play with. So that should be interesting. I then went ahead and sold all the Ben Arfas. If you guys remember, I think last episode or the episode before that, I told you guys I was going to buy Ben Arfa because I was expecting him to get an upgrade, and I bought him for like 9,000 coins or less. Well, it did happen. He got a downgrade and he went up to 12,000 coins. So we made some nice money on the Ben Arfas. We also made some money on the Pishitsak, whatever. Not too much money on those because he barely went up. I think we broke even on some and made a few coins on others, so that was a bit of a fail. But the bigger fail was Renato Sanchez, because he actually went down, so we're going to lose money on him. But then we went ahead and made the big signing, and that is informed Sergio Aguero, my favorite player in the world and one of City's best. Scored yesterday to give us the win. Scored like 2, I think. and he is probably going to get our man of the match, which means the buy we just made was a terrible decision. But yeah, I made this buy the day before, and as you saw, I got him for 820. I bought him the day before the game, and then at night I thought to myself, you know what, that might be a bad idea, because now that Jesus isn't going to play, Aguero is probably going to be the guy who scores against Monaco if we score. And what do you know, he did score. So was that a bad decision? Yes, and you're going to see the consequences of that purchase in the next episode. But yeah, we got Aguero, right? And we're going to play a game now with him over here. We do go ahead and, oh wow, there was 2 marquee matchups. This is the Monaco City one. Yeah, I'm really glad what EA are doing with the marquee matchups recently. It's been coming out like every 4 days rather than once a week now, which is very nice. Pretty refreshing. I'm not too sure how long it's going to last though, because I think all the European games are ending soon, so they might just go back to once a week. But even then, it's still nice to have these twice a week, because even though the packs aren't that great, it's packs, man, for players you're never going to use that you're handing in, so can't really complain about that. But yeah, as you saw, I went ahead and bought Xabi Alonso's from Bayern. Same thing as Ben Arfa. I'm expecting him to get downgraded, and I got him for like less than 3,000 coins. So if he does go out of packs, he should rise a little bit, and we should make some nice money. I did buy more Xabi Alonso's than Ben Arfa's though, because when I saw the profit I made on Ben Arfa, I kind of regretted not buying more. So I said, you know what, not gonna let that happen again, and I went ham on the Xabi Alonso's. But yeah, hopefully with the Bundesliga upgrades and downgrades coming sometime soon, should be either tomorrow or on Saturday, that he should get downgraded, and we should make some nice money on that, which is good. But yeah, we go ahead, complete marquee matchups. Once again, the pack's just not paying out, but we're at 400,000 coins, which is a pretty good amount, and we're actually going to be higher in the next episode. Well, not higher as in I'm gonna do drugs, and we're gonna be higher as in our coin total is gonna be higher, because I am gonna be selling someone, and you probably already know who it is because I just talked about it earlier. But yeah, I did say something earlier on in the episode that I wanted to talk about, but I'm not sure what it was, and now I forgot. I don't know. I'll find out for the next episode, I guess. But yeah, we go ahead and open up the next pack over here, and we get ourselves Zaha. He recently changed his nationality. Unfortunately, it doesn't go for anything. We get ourselves a Chivas player over here, which is decent because we already completed the Chivas SBC, I think, or the challenge at least, and we can go ahead and sell him off. And we have 2 packs left. One of them is a Prime Gold Players pack. I think that's a good pack, if I'm not mistaken. But we open up the 2 rare player pack over here, and we get Socrates and Clichy. Now this was actually a good pack because now we have a pack pulled Clichy, and we also have ourselves Socrates, who's one of the players that I want to have in the team for the weekend league. So now I don't have to go ahead and buy him, which is nice. As for City players that I've packed, we already have a few, like the low rated ones. Obviously, we have Fernando, Stones, Sanya, I think, Kolarov. Now we have Clichy, so we have a couple of pack pulled City players, which is nice because I don't think nowhere last year we had this many pack pulled City players, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, we go ahead and open the last pack, and we don't really get anything. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and buy some more City players because we still have to make some new signings. And one of those signings is Ajay Boateng over here. If you guys remember, he was a card that came out as a transferred card. He got a City card. I did buy him, but I ended up selling him once the African SBC was out because his price skyrocketed, and we made money on that. Now that the SBC is gone, he dropped it back down, and we got him for 1.6. As for Kelechi Iheanacho, he did get himself an upgrade, the only City player to do so, and he is now a gold, and we're going to go ahead and buy him for just 1,000 coins, which is an absolute bargain for a cheap striker like him. We then go ahead and take a look at Nolito's price over here because he's also a player we got rid of not too long ago in an SBC, and I forgot about buying him. But his price was a little bit too inflated, so I said, you know what, I'm not going to buy him right now because I think he's being used in the SBC for marquee matchups. But we can go ahead and check off the checklist. Aguero, Iheanacho, Boateng, and Na, who we also sold during the African SBC. But yeah, it's looking good, guys. I did also add the downgrades in the checklist now, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Checklist is getting full, and hopefully it doesn't get too full. Although, I think that's what I was going to talk about. Aguero is probably going to get himself a man of the match on Friday. Obviously, that is because of the Champions League game. He performed outstanding. One of the main reasons we won that game. And I think he was also voted as the man of the match after the game. So he is most likely going to get himself a orange and blue card, or whatever the color is for those man of the matches, which is good and bad news, I guess. Good news because we get a better Aguero card, but bad news because it's going to cost a fortune, and that's going to be a lot of our coin total. So that is something to look forward to. If it doesn't end up happening, that'd be kind of crazy, but I just can't see it not happening because EA just love money, and he would be a money maker for them. And what that means to us now that we just bought his inform, well, it means we're going to lose coins, because after the game, or during the game when he scored a few times, his price went down. So I did end up selling him, and this is not the only game you're going to be seeing me play with him. I actually played another game, but that's going to be in the next episode. And not too long after, I do end up selling him because I wanted to reduce my losses. So you're going to be seeing in the next episode, I believe, how much money I end up losing on him. But it's just my luck. I mean, I bought Jesus the day before the game, and then during the game he gets injured. We lose a lot of money on that. I buy Aguero the day before the Monaco game. He scores a few, and he's going to get himself a man of the match, and we lose more money. But that is just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, I have to take fault for the Aguero one. I should have thought that through a little bit more. But the Jesus one, man, like, that's such bad luck. But yeah, we go into this game over here. Another game in Division 3. We're currently 1 win and 1 loss, I believe. And it did not start off too well for us. He gets himself a goal early on with Martial. Fernandinho with a terrible pass gave the ball away. And from that, he scored. He also hit the post from a corner, and we just weren't playing good, and we couldn't really create anything against this guy. So in the 60th minute of the second half, we go ahead and bring on Sterling over here for Fernando. And you're probably wondering, why are you putting Sterling in the center mid role? Well, I couldn't really put anybody else there. I wasn't going to put De Bruyne at center mid because he's just way better at cam. Wasn't going to put Fernandinho there because then I wouldn't have a CDM. And yeah, I mean, I didn't really have another option. So I went ahead and brought on Sterling, who's really quick, and hopefully he can do the job. So that is what we would try to do. Unfortunately, though, he does grab himself a second goal after we go ultra attacking, which kind of exposes our defense. However, not too long after his goal over here, we do pull one back right there. De Bruyne with a nice little finish into the bottom right corner in the 75th minute. And now it was game on. I went all out attack, but unfortunately I wasn't able to create any more chances, and we would end up losing this game, which means we are now 1-0-2 in Division 3, and it is just really, really bad for us right now in this division. We're not playing well. I'm just not clicking with the team, and I'm really, really worried, guys. We have one of the best city teams we can possibly have at the moment. We're just missing the man of the match, Yaya Toure, and the informed De Bruyne, but how much difference are they really going to make? And I just can't seem to play well with this team, and I'm worried whether or not are we going to get to Division 1, and if we do, are we ever going to win the title? But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, this is going to conclude this episode. Tune in next episode. We're going to have a lot going on. So many cards selling. So much profit. We got our rewards. More division games. Anyways, guys, my name is PBD, and I'm out.